Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel for Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Always glad to be here and glad that you're here. If you can hear me live, by all means, please respond in the affirmative with VV Nation, and also let me know where you're tuning in from. I want to see where we're reaching out to today. So hopefully we got you guys starting or all from all over the place. Want to make sure that my chat comes in on Facebook. Comments. All right, so there it is. I'm just nobody chimed in on Facebook yet. Yes, we are dual streaming both on YouTube and on Facebook. So I invite all the Facebook people to chime in as well, along with the people on YouTube. And if you haven't already, share this link with people in your social circle. I love doing these Mondays. I think it was a great idea that we do these midday Monday setups. We are definitely looking at going into more than just Monday. That's still up in the air. I need you guys to support the Monday ones before I can move on to possibly another day or two. So, this is why I'm asking you to share this link with other people out there who are in your social circles who want to keep on top of what's going on in the market. A lot of news going on today as well, so we're going to cover that. If you're brand new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted when new content comes out. And then, of course, if you like the content along the way, please hit the like button, especially if I turned you on to a stock or two that you didn't know about, or I enlightened you on a stock or two that you did know about but now got more information. Show your love by hitting the like button, all right? So I'm seeing people coming in from Temecula, Roswell, North Carolina. Ooh, Robert, you're in North Carolina just like we are. Calgary. Somebody call me Dr. Glenn. Don't be doing that. Only Dr. DeLito and Steve Chappell call me Dr. Glenn every so often. So somebody said to me, so what are you a doctor of? I said, I'm a doctor of love, baby. And then this is what they said to me. So then, nope, so I'm not a doctor anymore. All right, so I see more and more people coming in. Facebook people, here we go. Minimum twice a week, says Joe. Joe says we should be doing these minimum twice a week. I am actually thinking about if this gets the support that I'm looking for, I may do a beginning of the week on Monday and I may do an end of week on Friday. But you guys let me know. But you got to support it. You got to support it before I can bring on another day. You got to support it. Volta is in my list today, Gerard. So we will talk a little bit about Volta. It made my list today, VLTA. And again, hopefully I turn you on to some new stocks that you may not know about that can be an addition to your portfolios. And we do a lot of great live analysis here. I won't look at any of your individual stocks, but if you want to do that, you can always go to www.vectorvest.com/free to get a free stock analysis on any stock that you want. These Monday sessions are really in tune to what's going on today. So I've got prepared for you the stocks that are moving today. So that's what we're going to stay with. So, Glenn, what did I tell you about VLTA? It's moving. I hear you, Global. So it hit my radar enough that it's in a list. It's in one of our lists. We'll find out which list it's in, and we'll see if we'll talk a little deeper about it. It wouldn't make sense doing a midday on Monday and on Friday. I'm with you, Michael, and I'm thinking Joey is in the background. Say hi to Joey, everybody. Joey, I'm thinking that those are probably the two good days that we want to do, right? I know you don't want to talk, but you need to talk. That's what
putting up a poll right now.
Okay. So Joey's putting up a poll right now in regards to what you guys are, what would you think is the most better thing to do? VP says Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll see. But I do like the idea of Monday and Friday. Real quick, see my new little pullover? This is new merch we're testing out right now. So it's not it's not live to you guys yet. Excuse me. It's not live to you guys yet, but I had to spend my own money. I mean, you would think they would send the host something for free, but they didn't. I had to spend my own money. You guys like this? Type a yes if you like the new merch so far. Type a no if you think it's blah. All right, type a yes if you like the new merch. And then there's a couple of things. Between me and Mark Blake, we picked up a couple of pieces just to try it out. So far, it feels like it's good quality. I like that it's a pullover, and I love that it's Michigan colors. Go blue. Go blue. All right, they won again this week, so that was good. That was good. All right. So you know me, I like to get us I like to talk to you guys. I want you guys to talk back to me as well. Rich on Facebook says yes as well. So I see the yeses coming through. A little glittering. It ain't glittering. It's blue. How is it glittering? It's not glittering. Basil says Owings Corning OC is a play on infrastructure, efficient green building. You know, it hasn't hit my... I haven't looked deep enough into Owens Corning to talk about it as a clean play yet. But Basil, let me take a look at that, and I'll get back to you on that. I will get back to you on that. Twice a week, Monday and Friday should be fine, says Carl. So let's go see. Joey put a poll up. Take a look at the poll, and let me know. I like it better than the pink shirt. I wore a pink shirt. It's not really pink. It's just not as dark violet. That's what it is. So it's not pink. I ain't calling it pink. Wrong color for me in Texas. Oh, I got you. I didn't like pullovers. This is a cool pullover, though. All right, let's get rocking and rolling. Couple of things that I want to take advantage of before we get started. One, Patrick France is starting a new initiative where he's trying to make life easier for less fortunate kids. So he's got a trading for charity starts tomorrow. At what time, Joey? 11? It's 11:30. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 11:30 on the YouTube channel. He's raising money for charity. So he's trading for charity. You guys support him in regards to that, please. For every subscription we get a donation going towards children for charity this year. So definitely would love for you to help him out with that. And then number two, I want to get into the Tampa 2-Day. We do have a Tampa 2-Day coming up. There we go. We have a Tampa 2-Day coming up in January. Right now, we're going to try to go in person unless anything happens with COVID, but we will try to be there, Tampa. You guys need to register. Go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa to register. Whether you want to go in person or we also do have a live stream. You can pay for the live stream as well. But folks, especially if you're going to go in person, you need to do it early because we're going to have limited amount of seats at the live event. So you need to get your seats early. I don't want to stress that enough because some of you are going to be like, I wanted to go, but they had no more seats. That's why I'm giving to you guys on YouTube update to let you know if you're going to go live, you need to do it soon. If you're going to do the live stream, you can do it at any time, but you want to get in early and get it all done and over because prices will go up. All right, prices will go up. So you're going to get in early, whether it's for the live stream or the in-person. You want to do it now and get it done. All right, everybody here, I will be there. Just registered last week. Way to go, Raul. I want to see more of that. You guys need to register, especially if you're going to go in person. You want to do it now. Michael says, haircut? Yes, I got all my hairs cut. Not just one. I got all my hairs cut. And I think it's time to get lined up already. Joey gets on me. He's like, dude, you need to cut your hair. And then I look at Joey and I look at his beard and his hair and I'm like, dude, you talking? You going to throw the first stone? And then he looks at me, he goes, you're right, Glenn. You're absolutely right. And I say, of course, Joey, I'm your friend. I'm always right. And as long as you know that, we're going to be friends forever. All right, if you haven't already, please share this link as we get started into what's going on in the market. This is going to be today, folks. If you're looking in your portfolio should be rocking and rolling. I know my portfolio is up nicely today. A lot of things are going on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the VectorVest software. Let's go into the VectorVest software and start from the home page. All right, so from the VectorVest software, this is what's going on. For those of you who are VectorVest subscribers, you can see our color guard is primarily green, almost green. We've only got 4 yellow boxes. The market is rocking and rolling. Underlying trend of the market is up. The primary wave is up. The confirmed call is up. Looking right here on our homepage is a great way to start finding stocks to get into. How about Marathon? Our top VST stocks, Marathon, crypto stock, up 18% today. Folks, as a subscriber to the software, what you see on this homepage is what you get every single day. Every minute of the day, if you've got real time on a 15-minute delayed basis, if you have intraday, and of course end of day, you see it on an end of day basis. But this is what the market is doing. If you're not a subscriber to the software here on YouTube, we offer it to you for 99 cents for 30 days. 99 cents for 30 days. Joey has got the link. He'll put it in there for that for you as well. And Joey, if you're texting me, I can see it on my phone. I'm just putting that out there just in case you don't know. Because Joey and I talk to each other during the live streams, and you guys don't even know it. All right, so I got to set that up, though. Dag nabbit, Joey. Activity, chat. There you go. I see you. I see you. Can you see me get... Okay, there we go. I think now I see you. All right. So from the homepage, let's start to do some analysis. From the homepage, I want to look at the fastest moving sectors. All right, here's the top 5 sectors in the software. I want to see where the money is going. Energy, look at that. Out of the top 5 sectors we have right here, energy is up 1.6%. You know something, from the standpoint of knowing where money goes all the time, all right, throughout the day, you can always hone in. So I'm in the energy sector, one of the top 5 sectors in the database. It's up 1.6% today. Watch this. Right click, view the stocks in the business sector. I'm going to go straight to the stocks. Let's see within the sector what stocks are moving up the most. I'm going to sort. We got 86 stocks. I'm going to sort this by which stocks are moving up the most, and I'm going to bring this down to the top 10. All right, so in the energy sector, LTBR is up 18%. FCell up 16%. Bloom up 13%, so on and so forth. Folks, I can do this all day long. So I can always look at where the money is going. I can see that energy is moving. I wanted to go straight to which stocks were moving up the most. Let's do this. I'm going to highlight the top 4. Right click. Let's view the stock graph. And watch this. This is the cool piece. Now, I'm looking at end of day, but because I've got all 4 stocks highlighted, I'm going to go to this little feature right here where we can look at all 4 stocks at the same time. These are the fastest moving stocks today in the energy sector, individual stocks. So now I'm going to change this to intraday 5-minute bars, current day, intraday 5-minute bars, current day, intraday 5-minute bars, current day, and last one, intraday 5-minute bars, current day. Folks, this is live. All right, let's go make this a little bit more visible. Shrink these down a little bit. And now let's fill them in. There they are. So now I can look at intraday throughout the day. These are all on 5-minute bars. What's going on? How about BE? Found a level of a high. Notice that the VectorVest software will automatically draw levels of support and resistance. All of these stocks are right now currently trading at levels of resistance. Beam is the only one, and I'm looking at 3 and 8 exponential moving averages. I like it from a trade perspective. If that's the case, Beam looks like the right one right now, where the 3 and the 8 are still in play at a level of resistance. Whereas if I look at BE, the 3 and the 8 broke down. FCell, the 3 and the 8 broke down. Lightbridge, the 3 and the 8 broke down, but looks like it's starting to move back up again. I'd like to see it take out that level of resistance. But look at how quickly we were able to see out of the top 5 sectors in the database. And right now we've got like 41 sectors. We're looking at the top 5 sectors in the database, and we honed in on the fastest stocks. Now, we didn't even go through the industries. We took out the middleman and went straight to the stocks to see which ones were moving up the fastest. Folks, this is one of the easiest ways to find a day trade or a swing trade in the database. Real simple. Real simple. Now, for those of you who are brand new to the software, if you found that useful, hit the like button. Because little tidbits of this kind of information is what I'm giving on these midday updates, because this is a great way to look at what's going on live, not what already happened throughout the day, and watch these trades throughout the day. I'm curious to know If you found that useful, hit the like button, because this is what it's all about here on Midday Market. All right, so that was real quick. Just looking at the homepage. We haven't even gotten into any news or anything, folks. That was straight from the homepage. We're 2 ticks into the green, a lot of green in our color guard. We looked in, we started with the top sector, and we went and rocked and rolled just like that. Again, if you're not a subscriber, 99 cents gets you what I just showed you, and you can do that all throughout the day, folks. That's what it's all about. All right, so I'm putting that out there. That's, woo! Isn't that called the thingy? What thingy? What called it? Hi, Mark, by the way. You love it. Mona said loved it. There you go, folks. I'm telling you, hit that like button. Woo! I'm pumped today. Joey, I'm on one. Yes? Woo! Yes? Oh, my God.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. There we go. All right. Let's move off of this, and let's talk about what's making the news. So I'm going to go to my stories real quick. All right? Put this back on the web. So, first thing, infrastructure. That's big news, and that's what's driving markets today, especially on the clean energy side. You're going to see a lot of clean energy stocks rocking and rolling today. The infrastructure bill now goes back to, it went from the House. I think the Senate already said, okay, you know, without me getting into politics, I think it was a lot of compromise that happened in order to get this bill done. And it really is all about infrastructure, not about a lot of other things. Whether you liked it or not, don't care. All I want to know is, how does this bill help us make money? All right. The infrastructure bill is really ideally suited more towards the green business. And if that's the case, then you guys are going to get an opportunity, and we're going to talk about that. All right. So that was big news. Next thing, pandemic milestone, U.S. ends international travel ban. People are willing and ready to start to traveling all over the place again. Up about 20% on BITF since you recommended last week. Oh, I talked about this. See, how about that? Thank you for that, Rich. This is why you come to Midday Mondays. How about Rich said up 20% on BITF since you mentioned it last week. Way to go. Folks, this is why you want to share this link with other people in your social circle. They could be your best friend. They could become your best friend and look at you and go, thank you, my friend. Thank you. This is why you want to share it. All right. So this is going to be big news. This is going to look at travel stocks. I got some travel stocks. I've got some travel ETFs for you to look at. Next one, XRO. Big news. How many of you out there are trading XRO type of 1? How many of you are still not trading XRO type of 2? This is big news. I currently still own, I think, 10,000 shares of XRO. All right. People over in the education wing own a lot more shares of XRO than that. But this was something Dr. Bart DeLito told us about way long time ago when it was trading at like 20, 30 cents. All right, so all you guys out there who are trading XROs, type of 1 in the room, folks, and if you're not, type of 2, that's okay. Is it too late for you guys? And the answer to that is no. This news is that they are announcing, they're putting an application out to list on the NASDAQ because they're still a Canadian stock. They want to list on the U.S. side, and they're going to go to the NASDAQ. Now, it hasn't happened yet. When will it happen? Don't know, but that's enough to move the stock up today. Last time I looked, about 10%. This stock is rocking and rolling. So all you folks who are not in XRO, is it too late? No. This is an electric coil motor. You guys, if you're not on it, you need to do some homework on it. This is a speculative stock, but it's got a lot of potential. And if a lot of the big name companies, car companies, anything dealing with an electric motor, eventually, if this works out, has to go through XRO because they've got it nailed down on the electric motor. So, folks, wow, I can't jump back enough. Let me tell you, listen to me. It's a stock that you have to consider. Even if you throw a little money into it, it's a stock that you have to consider. Go do your homework on it. Understand what it does. And you might say to yourself, let me throw a couple $100, a couple $1,000 behind it. I think it's something that you definitely need to look at. All right, next one, Tesla. This is also big news. Tesla drops over 4% as Elon Musk weighs up selling 21 billion in shares in face of a likely big bill tax. So Patrick France and I were talking about this morning, and he's got to cover a big tax bill. When he sells that, it's still only like a tenth of his total holdings in the company. So he'll pay the bill and still end up with X amount of money over that. I'm wondering if other people like him, who else stands out as an influencer? I'm wondering if the Dallas Maverick owner, what's his name, Mark Cuban? I wonder if he's going to do something like that too. But I'm thinking that the people who own who have a lot of money are going to start to do the same thing, just to bring light that these people that make a ton of money have to pay a ton in taxes. Whether I like it or not, all I'm telling you is that it hurt the company. But you know something? He didn't do it yet. I think a lot of people shorted it in thinking that he would. He hadn't done it yet, so the stock is still coming back. So we'll look at that. Another stock, Regeneron's antibody drug shows protection against COVID-19 for up to 8 months. That's huge. For up to 8 months once you've got it. So that's big enough news. NVIDIA, this is a stock that is being touted as being one of the next stocks into the $1 trillion club. It blows past targets and Tesla-like move. Just keep your eyes on NVIDIA. How many of you are trading NVIDIA? Type of 1 if you're trading NVIDIA. Type of 2 if you're not. Type of 1 if you're trading NVIDIA. Type of 2 if you're not. This whole space has been moving. So NVIDIA, AMD, I'm going to put you on to another stock today, TSEM, in this space for you guys to look at. But if you're trading NVIDIA, type of 1. If you're not, type of 2. And it may not be too late for you to get into NVIDIA as well. This is another one. Alex on Facebook typed the 1. Gerard typed a 2. Is that for X-Row or is that for NVIDIA, Gerard? But on the YouTube side, I can see them all coming in between the 1s and the 2s as of right now. All right. My next story. Here's the other semiconductor. Tower Semiconductor, TSEM. TSEM are trading higher after the company reported better than expected Q3 earnings per share and sales results and issued Q4 sales guidance. Stock is moving up. This is another stock, if you don't know about, in that space for you to keep your eyes on. Stock that I've talked about a lot. Palantir should be bought on any pullbacks. Now, this is already pushed towards that one side of buying the stock. But the biggest thing, if you've ever watched my videos on Palantir, I think it's a great stock. I still think it's growing into its big boy pants. I don't think it's gotten there yet. It's got the contracts out there. This is a company that takes data, and they've got a platform to take data and use it and bring it down into useful information to accommodate whatever company base you do, whatever you do, whether it's for intelligence purposes, whether it's for COVID-19 tracking, whatever it is, Palantir can take all of the data that's out there and sell it to you through their AI platform for useful information. Palantir is a company I think for the long term is going to be is a company that's got to be reckoned with. A company sort of like it is Snowflake, but I think Palantir on its own is far and beyond anything out there in regards to this space. So I'm just putting that out there for you. Palantir is definitely a stock to keep in mind. And last but not least, how many of you have seen me do a Castor Maritime video or CTRM video? Type of 1 in the room. How many of you have seen me do a Castor Maritime video? You guys, if you have, you know I'm sticking with this stock left and right. Thank you for the stars, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Thank you for the stars. 2 on NVIDIA. I need to get some. I have a good amount of extra. I got you. I have talked about Castor Maritime while it was in the infancies of being speculative. It was super speculative in little. And it was one of the few stocks that I found in the database that was cheap, that had a relative value above 1. And I've been on board with Castor Maritime for the longest time. Castor Maritime just reported earnings, $15.5 million net income for the 3 months ended September 30th, 2021, and $23 million net income for the 9 months ending September 30, 2021. They're growing, folks. It's a little shipping company that's just been buying ships left and right to get prepared for when all of this backup at all of the ports around the world subside. Castor Maritime is in a good spot as a little company to make some money. But I've talked, I think there was one time if you Googled Castor Maritime and just looked at the videos, I was the #1 video on Castor Maritime at one time. I've done so many videos, but it made big news with the earnings. All right, now we're going to get back into the software. And from the software, we're going to go into our viewers tab. Let's start off with the indices. So we looked at what was on the home page, but let's look at the main indices. I want to look at the Russell 2000. It's up 0.6%. So it looks like it's not the little stocks that are moving today, but it is more so the energy stocks. That's where we saw that on the home page, looking at the top sectors. That's where the money was going, was into energy. The VIX is up today, which normally bodes well for a down day. How about volatility is picking up in the market? Volatility is picking up in the market, and the market is up today. Go back to the home page real quick. We have a mixture in the market. The S&P 100 is down, but the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the VectorVest composite are all up. The market is not running away gangbusters, but it is up. It is up. And that's when I look at this viewers tab, it tells me volatility is up. We're still below the value of 20. Remember, the VIX looks at the volatility on the S&P 500. On the S&P, and it's jumping. People are getting more fearful. More volatility is pumping up. Let's do this. Let's go look at the major indices on my graphs. Here's the VectorVest composite. I've got them set up in that 4-graph layout for you, so we can watch this real time throughout the day as we do the presentation. Here's the VectorVest composite, which tracks the move of over 9,000 stocks. That's why we use it for market timing. Here's the gap up this morning, and we faded the gap just a little bit. Let's go bring on a horizontal line. We faded the gap just a little bit. We're riding that level of support sitting at 71.15 right now in a little bit of a channel. The Dow, on the other hand, gapped up but pulled back down today. Look at that. It has moved into its level of the gap up this morning. So the news was good. All right, everybody was giddy, woo! And now the market's pulling back a little bit. But you know what I like about the Dow right now? There's still enough bulls right now that the 3 and the 8 is about to cross and now break up through this level of 36,411. And if it does, the market's going to still show me it's got some legs to move up. Here's the S&P. Looks a lot like the Dow pulled back, but about ready to cross back up again. And the last one is the IXIC, which is the NASDAQ, sitting in a nice channel today. But all of these indices jumped up this morning. All of these indices jumped up this morning. Can you repost the link for the software at 99 cents for 30 days? I think I missed it. Joey will put it in the chat for you, Kimberly. 99 cents for 30 days, folks. And that's only for you guys on YouTube. I think that every place else we look, it's going to be $9.95 for 30 days. But here on YouTube, I'm giving it to you for 99 cents. You want a graph of the VIX? There it is. Let's go put this on intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. There's the VIX. And the VIX is rising throughout the day. Again, that normally doesn't bode well for a good up day in the market. You notice that the market is mixed. This is a good reason why. Volatility is picking up today. Did it gap up? Yeah, it gapped up a little bit at 9:30, but look at that. I'm liking not, I don't know. The VIX is running higher. Volatility is picking up. A lot of stocks are moving. So there you go, Adrian. You wanted it? I got it for you right on the fly. There's the VIX also being looked at in 5-minute bars. But it's rising. So you know what that tells me? That the market, look at that. Notice how the market's pulling back? The volatility is picking up. Even though the news is good, the market, look at our advanced decline on our over 9,000 stocks is pulling back. This is very telling. This is very telling. So just be careful on your day trades today. Be careful on those day trades today as the market seems to be giving back a lot of what it picked up this morning. So this is why the VIX is so important. All right, let's go to what is the comment? What was that comment on Facebook? That comment was on Facebook, Joey, yes. Kimberly asking about the 99-cent trial was on Facebook. I know you don't. All right, so Joey's going to take care of it for you, Kimberly. Copy and paste that link. How do I do that? I can copy it, right? Let's go. Copy. What is that? There it is. And for you, Kimberly, Watch this. Ooh-wee. There you go, Kimberly. There's the link for the 99 cents. Thank you, Joey. There's the link for the 99 cents. All right. Did that on the fly. AQST, the next Sava. Ooh, AT. I did a video, Ariana, on AQST. I may have to revisit that. I'm seeing more news coming out on that. I'm going to look into doing a possibly, if I can get a story on AQST, I may be doing a follow-up video on AQST. Glenn Tompkins, there's the pin. All right, so there you go. Kimberly, hopefully you got it. Hopefully you got it. Click on that link and you can get it for 99 cents. Again, I only doing that for the YouTube people. If you try to go out on your own and get a trial, it's going to be for $9.95. What is the ticker symbol of Castor? CTRM. We're going to get there. CTRM. All right, so that was the indices. We already talked about the big news, right? So let's go look at the stocks that I got in here for the big news. There's NVIDIA, Tesla, Regeneron. Let's go sort this by percentage price change. See what's at the top. Woo! Look at that, baby. Bada boom, bada bing. Look at that. Taking off today. Taking off today. And if you're not in it yet and you didn't want to take anybody and heed the advice or the guidance, heed the guidance that we've been giving here at VectorVest, this is what's going to happen. I'm trying to tell you. It was a speculative play, but one of the only, this is still a speculative play. This is still a speculative play, but if you do your homework on XROF, you'll see that the stocks got some moxie. Here's CTRM, number 2 in the list. Palantir, number 3 in the list, and NVIDIA is number 4 in the list. But I'm also going to I'm going to give you 3, because of the ban being lifted on travel, I'm going to give you 3 travel ETFs. Write these down. AWA, Jets, and PEJ. Here's 3 solid travel ETFs. Jets is for airplanes. This is for bookings and things like that. And this is for dining and leisure. All right, so as people go, I'm telling you, write these 3 down if you haven't already. How many of you, let's do this, on both Facebook and YouTube, how many of you knew about all 3 of these? If you knew about one, then I'm asking, how many of you knew about all 3 of these? Type of 1. If you did not know about all 3 of these, type of 2. Again, this is the beautiful thing about doing midday market updates. These are ways for you to take advantage of what's going on in the news and how to best take advantage of. If you don't want to hone in on a ship, like a Carnival Cruise or a Norwegian, or hone in on just a specific airline like American or United, this is a great way, folks. This is a great way to take advantage of the whole industry. If the travel ban is being listed and people start traveling, I've given you 3 solid ETFs to track for you guys, 3 of them. Make sure you write them down. AWAY, Jets, and PEJ. Good. See, again, if this is something that you just learned, hit the like button, folks. This is why you're here. Hit the like button. This is why you're here. All right, so now, Innate Wisdom did know. You're the only one, Innate, that you knew about all 3. How is EXPE in the travel space? EXPE. You talk about Experian. What is that? Not Experian. What is the company? What's that company? .com. Expedia. Is that what you're talking about? Expedia is a booking. Sunil's, if that's what you're talking about, it's a booking company. So that's in the space too. But I think that would fall under the ETF away. I think that it would fall into the ETF away. All right. So let's look at the top 4. Let's look at the top 4. Thank you, Mira. Is EXPE. That's Experian. Thank you, Mira. Put in the top 4. So these are the 4 out of the big news. These are the 4 that are moving the fastest. All right, let's go put them into the 4-way graph. Let's do that real quick. Let's compare them. Let's see what's moving. All right, put them into the 4-way graph. And you can see I've done videos on Palantir. I've done videos on CTRM. That's why they're marked up the way that they have. I've done a lot of videos on these. So let's go intraday, 5-minute bars, current day, intraday, 5-minute bars, current day, intraday, 5-minute bars, current day, and intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. So keep in mind, these are stocks that are making the news today, right? These are stocks that are making the news today. Look at XROF, baby. Whoa! XROF is rocking and rolling. I think that Patrick's going to do a video tonight. The 6 p.m. video tonight is going to be on XROF. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. Man, oh man, look at that rock and roll. All right, so it's moving. And actually, out of the 4, that's the one that looks the strongest. Whew! That's on the 3 and 8 5-minute bars. Palantir looked good, pullback, might have found a level of support. Look at the 3 and the 8 on it. CTRM, fading the gap. I'm still up on it. I own it. I always try to be transparent. I do own CTRM. I own a lot of shares of it. I own a lot of shares of XROF as well. NVIDIA looked good this morning, pulled back. Found a level of support, though, sitting at 304.46, still holding. Palantir, again, might have found a level of support and holding, but XROF looks like the beauty. XROF looks like the beauty. All right, let me close out of those. Now, also part of the big news I want to put out there. We looking at infrastructure. Here's a stock for you. Here's an ETF for you too. All right, I want to put that out there. So I gave you 3 stocks to look at for travel stocks. I'm going to give you one. This is a great ETF for infrastructure, folks. It's trading at $28.95, $28.95. It's got a relative timing at 1.23. The stock is in an uptrend. It is a buy recommendation. It's got a VST of 1.10. Keep your eyes on that, folks. How many of you are trading PAVE? How many of you are trading PAVE? Type a 1 in the room if you're trading PAVE. All right. Type a 2 if you're not. This is something, especially if this bill goes through. It's not signed yet. It's not signed yet. But man, oh man, this is something that you've got to keep your eyes on. If you haven't voted on the poll, please do so before it ends. All right? Global says, great call, Glenn. PAVE, let's go. I'm telling you, this is from an infrastructure perspective. I see a lot of 2s in here. Folks. You need to keep your eyes on this. Now, remember, I can't tell you what stocks to buy and hold. I can't do that. But I can let you know, based upon what's going on in the news, what stocks you need to keep your eyes on. PAVE is another one. I've given you 3 for travel. I'm giving you 1 for infrastructure. Keep your eyes on this. Now, Tesla was the biggest hit in this list because of what was going on. But I think that from a news perspective, man, the majority of the stocks, we got 11 stocks, 9 out of the 11 are going up. 9 out of the 11, and we did an analysis on the 4 fastest ones. All right, earnings. Let's talk about earnings. I tried to build a list for earnings, and I got through a lot of the bigger names that I knew. But these are all, and this was all the way up into Tuesday. I was like, man, I can't put all of the whole week. I got 15 stocks in here. Here's some stocks to keep your eyes on. Earnings are coming up this week. Pfizer, BioNTech, AMC. How many of you are playing meme stocks? Type a yes if you're trading meme stocks. Type a no if you're staying far away from the meme stocks. Type a yes if you're trading meme stocks. Type a no if you're staying far away. Because you look back at them and you go, what? I'm not touching that. And then some of you are going, I'm making a lot of money on that. And then some of you are like, I think the train has left us. I'm going to play all my buttons right now. And then some of you say, you better hurry up and get into it. All right? And then some of you are like, nope, I hit all my buttons. I just hit all of the buttons. All right, so I'm just curious to know. A lot of people saying no. I'm all right with that. I'm all right. I own AMC. I own GME. But AMC is starting to move. GME is not in this list. GME is in a different list. We'll see that in a second. But another thing, earnings this week, clean energy, plug is coming up. NEO NEO, on the other hand, missed deliveries in this last quarter. I'm thinking that's going to affect NEO adversely. Palantir, I think, is going to have good earnings. Alibaba, Clover has been talked a lot on Wall Street Bets. Tonex, this is another stock that I've done a lot of videos on, specifically because of me being a diabetic. The implantable, no, that's Senseonics. That's whole totally different. I had to get mixed up. TNXP was going after fibromyalgia. The drug failed, so now they had to pivot, and now they're going after COVID-19. Senseonics is the drug that's near and dear to me as a diabetic, as having an implantable device so that you don't have to prick your fingers. But Tonex is going after the COVID, trying to put out a COVID vaccine. They had to pivot. Virgin Atlantic is coming out this week. D.R. Horton, Coca-Cola, Smile Direct. Patrick did an awesome video on Smile Direct recently. Upstart, Krispy Kreme. So these are stocks that are within the next couple of days. Within the next couple of days, we'll be reporting. Someone throw me a lifeline for a $2 advance. I got you, Lito. Hit me up. I got you. Did 3 name, gained on 1, even on 1, lost on 1, says Linda. I got you. All right, so the meme stocks are not for everybody. I totally understand that. But I still think that both GME and AMC could be black swan events. I really think so, with the shorting of the stock, blah, 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 blah. I think that, so I don't have all my life savings in it. I've got money that I can afford to lose. That's the way I look at it from a meme stock perspective. I've got money that I can afford to lose in those stocks, and if I lose it, it does not affect me adversely. But it also could be life-changing money if it does what everybody thinks it's going to do. What do you think of Lucid? I think Lucid finally is starting to deliver cars. The Lucid Air, they're buying them at $77,000 a car. I think the car looks sweet. But that's big news for them, is that they are finally selling product. Is Senseonics a meme stock? Mark, I have not seen Senseonics as a meme stock. That's just my own personal opinion. All right, that's just my own personal opinion. All right, so those are the earnings this week. Fastest sectors. So now, let's go take this back a little bit. When we looked on the homepage, we looked at the 5 top sectors by RT. Now, I'm going to go to Unisearch, and I'm going to go to Delta Search's sectors. I want to see that over the last 2 weeks, last 10-day RT Delta, I want to see what sectors are starting to move up the fastest. Not that they're the top 5. This is what I call doing the movers and the shakers, okay? This is what I call doing the movers and the shakers. What sectors are starting to move and make their way up to number 1? How about apparel? That makes sense. Why? We're getting into the holiday season. It's up 30.59% in the last 2 trading weeks by relative timing. Whoo! Let's right-click. Let's view the stocks in that business sector. Folks, how cool is this? Let's sort this by percent price change. How many stocks are we looking at? 38. Let's take a look at the top 10. How cool is this? How about Goose is up 19%? How quickly were we able to do that, folks? Look at that. Big move. Let's look at the top 4. So we looked at the sector. The sector that's moving up the most by relative timing over the last 2 trading weeks, and I'm honing in on the stocks that are making the biggest move today. Let's view the stock graph. Let's go do the 4th thingy again. Yes, I call it the 4th thingy. Let's do the 4th thingy again. Let's go intraday 5-minute bars. Intraday 5-minute bars current day. Intraday 5-minute bars current day. Intraday 5-minute, 5-minute bars current day, and intraday 5-minute bars current day. Let's fill this in. Boom. Goose, a little choppy. Talk to me, Goose. It's not good. Talk to me, Goose. Come on, Maverick. That was a great shot. I'll shoot when I'm good and doggone ready. What movie is that from? All right. What movie is that from? Type it in the room if you know it. What movie is that from? Anyway, Goose had a lot of problems this morning, but now starting to push up, broke through another level of resistance, hitting a new high for the intraday session. PVH in a little bit of a channel. Be careful with that. GIII, a little bit of a channel. Be careful with that. And RL, look at that. Ralph Polo Laron. Anyway, look at that real recent move. Look at the 3.8. Look at it moving up. Keep your eyes on that. But Goose is the one that's moving up the most for that. Glenn, time for your medicine. I don't know. Do I need to take my medicine today? I told you I'm pumped today. I don't know why, but I'm pumped. I'm trying to get you the stuff to make you some money. I'm loving these midday market updates, folks. I'm loving these midday market updates because we get to see this live. If you're feeling it, again, hit that like button for me today, folks. Hit that like button. Again, if you don't have the energy for this, I got enough energy for all of you. All right, but if nothing else, if you're finding some stocks to take advantage of, that's a good thing. That's what we want you to do. Make sure you hit that like button, folks. Woo, I'm pumped. I'm so pumped. Too much chocolate? I know. Mark, I still got that box of chocolate that you sent still sitting here. I got that. So everybody else was talking about Top Gun. That was the Top Gun. That was absolutely Top Gun. I'm drinking tea today, actually. I'm not Kirby. I know you're here. I'm drinking. Look, see my Teavana cup? Yeah, I'm drinking tea today because I'm probably drinking way too much coffee. So I'm drinking some tea today. I just want you to know that. And I got a mixture of mango and lemon zinger. I got mango lemon. Actually tastes pretty good. All right, so from the perspective of the fastest sectors, the sectors that are on the move, that is an exercise that you can do every day. And again, for those of you who are looking for finding where the money is going, that's what I'm going to talk about next. Here's my industry ETFs. Let's go find out where the money is going today. I've got copper. FCX is up almost 6%. That's the biggest mover today. But energy, XLE, ETFs, materials, oil, up over 1%. Financials up 0.6%. Where's the money moving away from? The money is getting out of real estate. It's getting out of natural gas, consumer staples. It's getting out of utilities. Folks, I have this industry ETF, so I can also, from an ETF perspective, see where the money is going throughout the day. That's what the industry ETFs are for. All right, now, how many of you consider yourselves to be speculators? Type a me in the room. And if you're a long-term investor, type a yes in the room. Dang it, I screwed that up. That's right. If you're a speculator, if you do put some money aside for speculation, type a me. If some of you are out there who do not do any speculation at all, type a no. There we go. That's better. Type a no if you don't do any speculation at all. All right, and you know something? VectorVest is here to help every kind of investor. All right, so Linda says some speculation on the Facebook side. I see a lot of people. Now, I'm not telling you to put all your money into speculation, but that you have some money set aside for speculation. That's the question that I'm asking. That you've got some money. And there you go. Good answer. Mira says both. And that's where you really should be. But anybody who's saying no, I totally understand that as well. You're not wrong. If you don't want whatever fits you. All right. So here's some speculative plays I want you to take a look at. I've got a couple of searches that I run that are looking for low dollar stocks. But the key component to it is that they've got to have relative values above 1. Notice that all of these stocks are lower dollar with the exception of Evercore. How the flying flip did Evercore get in there? Well, I'm finna take that out because that doesn't fit the mode of what I'm looking for. There we go. So, CTRM is in here. Planet 13, a marijuana stock made my list today. Another energy company, CTRM. Trivago, why? Travel is starting to possibly pick up. How about Trivago as an individual stock? Remember, I gave you 3 travel ETFs, but here's an individual stock that's low dollar that could be on the coattails of the ban being lifted and could start to move. Again, low dollar, more speculative stocks is what I'm looking at for you in this list. All right, let's go see which ones are moving up the fastest. Wow. The marijuana stock is moving. I'm going to highlight the top four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, all the other stocks that didn't make the list as the top four, just keep your eyes on them nonetheless. Let's right-click. Let's view the stock graph. Let's go put on the four thingy. I think everybody is going to now start calling it the four thingy. That's what it is. It's the four thingies. All right, let's get those likes to 110, says Kev. I agree with you, Kev. Let's see if we can get those likes up to over 100. I'd love to see that, especially, folks, especially if this has been useful for you today. Show some love. Show some love. Hit that like button. And if nothing else, hit the like button because I'm super energetic today. I don't know where that all came from. I swear I don't know. And again, it wasn't a whole bunch of coffee. It really wasn't a whole bunch of coffee. I'm sure that Kirby don't want to hear that, but not today. It wasn't a whole lot of coffee today. All right. Let's see, where we at? We're at 77 likes. I'd really like to see if we can get to 100, okay? Now, keep in mind, because they're speculative, you really got to time it, and you really got to feel that it's a stock that you're interested in. As I look at HIHO, look at that. It's a lot of lack of volume. Even though it's one of the top four because it's up today, I would shy away from that. But Planet 13, nice move on volume this morning, leveling out right now. NGL had a rise in volume, leveling out right now. CTRM, again, good volume, even though right now volume is still pretty steady. If I'm looking at any of these, I'd put them on a longer graph, but these are speculative plays that are moving today, at least to keep your eyes on. At least to keep your eyes on, if nothing else. I am not telling you to bet the farm and throw it into this. That's why it's called speculative plays. It's done that for a reason. All right. So now, I also look at what stocks are moving the biggest for the day. Speculative plays. Gerald put out SXOOF, ABML, and CYBL. That's all on the Facebook side. Thank you for that. Love Planet 13, but VRNOF. There you go. VRNOF is a little better. Thank you for that, Gerard. I'm all about it. I will listen to what you guys say. Absolutely. All right? I'm all about that. It ain't all about me. If we can all help each other, whew, I'm going to put those stocks out there for you. It's all you guys on the YouTube side, that came from Facebook. Gerard put them out there, so I repeated the stocks that he said. By all means, folks, I'm all about that, all right? Big movers today. This came from Daily Price Boomers. I just wanted to see which stocks are moving up today. I couldn't find any news on Pioneer Power. It's a clean energy, I'm assuming. I couldn't find any news. The stock was up. It was electronic equipment. This stock was up like 110% earlier today. It's pulled back, but still up 91%. EVGO is on the list. Trade Desk. I'm going to pull away from this one right now. I'm going to look at the next four. So EVGO, TTD, AUTL, and Crown. Another marijuana stock. Is it time for marijuana? I don't know yet. I don't know if it's time for marijuana stocks, but I can see some marijuana stocks moving. Now, if you didn't know, I am going to give you a marijuana ETF to take a look at, MJ. If you want to play the whole industry, you know me, I'm all about trying to play an ETF to keep you out of individual stocks. Now, individual stocks can make you a lot more money than just an ETF, but an ETF is a safe way to be diversified in a space if you want to play the space. So MJ, if you're looking at marijuana stocks, this is about the third marijuana stock that's popped up in one of these lists today to keep your eyes on. Let's right-click. Let's view the stock graph. And what am I going to click on? What's the word now? What am I going to click on? I'm going to give you a second because it's the new technical term coming from Glenn. I know there's a little bit of a delay. So what am I going to click on? Type it. MSOS is another one, says Gerard, for marijuana. I got you. All right. I know there's a delay, but I'm going to have to say it. I'm going to click on the four thingy. All right. It's the four thingy. All right. That's the new technical term. So when you call up product support, when you call up the product support, you tell them, yeah, Glenn showed me how to click on the four thingy. You will confuse the hell out of all of them. So I'm going to let them know that in case anybody calls up. that if anybody calls up, that it's for the fourth thingy. Cassandra says, great info. Thanks, Glenn. Thank you for being here on our Facebook channel. I appreciate that. All right, so let's click on the fourth thingy. And let's go put this on intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. Intraday, 5-minute bars, current. Son of a gun. Intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. Intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. And intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. All right, so these are the big movers today, right? How about EVGO? Look at that nicely. So it must have gapped up nicely. Look at that. Gapped up nicely. Watch it, though. Hitting a new high for the session. This is at 1250. Right at 1250, 5 minutes ago. So it's still, look at that. I'm liking that. The 3 and the 8 just crossed on good volume. I'd put in a buy stop order about 5 cents higher than the high. TTD has been leveling out all morning. Cron, look at that. Nice move up this morning on good volume. The volume fell. The stock is solidifying a little bit of a sideways move. Look at the new high. AUTL. So this one shows me that it doesn't have a lot of legs. All right, so it looked good this morning. Look at the gap up. It looked good this morning. It fell off. EVGO looks good. TTD looks good. Cron looks good. I wouldn't mind those, but big movers. And the cool thing is I can watch that they're big movers, but I want to make sure that they've got legs throughout the day. I want to make sure they got legs throughout the day. All right, I'm 15 likes away from 100. I'm 15 likes away from the 100. The poll was, do you want to see more midday market updates? Yes. On Wednesday, 57%. Yes, on Friday, 31%. No, Monday is enough. So people want to see it on Wednesday. They want to see it on 57% want to see it on Wednesday. Thank you for that, Joey. All right. Did he talk about Volta already? I looked at, there it is. There's Volta. Volta is one of the big movers today, up 13%. Let's do this real quick because I've had a lot of people ask me about this. Let's view the stock graph on it. All right, this is in the retail miscellaneous diversified. Over the last few days, the stock's price, the 3 and the 8 crossed on 1028. It's been moving up, broke through a most recent level of resistance, sitting at 1024, trading at 1077. Watch the closed candle. The stock right now has good upside, at least to the price of 14. I'm going to say about 1450, but I like that it pulled back, found the base. 3-8 cross, volume is up there, RT is above 1. I'm liking the stock. I'm thinking I'm getting a little bit of profit taking today, but look at the big wick at the bottom of the candle. There's a lot of buying pressure in this candle right now. Let's go see if there's any news on this. I'm going to see if there's any news on this. It's up 13% today. EV stocks pop after Congress passed infrastructure bill. We already knew that, right? Tesla falls on Musk tweet. 12. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I don't have any. Let's go press release on it. Top Golf partners with Volta to add electric vehicle charging stations, select property 6 days ago. Volta is in that space. Energy is moving. Clean energy is moving. Clean energy stocks. If you want an ETF for clean energy, here's another one. ICLN. iClean. ICLN. That's a good way to play the whole space. That's a good way to play the whole space. So Ermex, you wanted to see information on Volta. There you go, my friend. I am saying that right now with that nice gap up, this is not an earnings play. Nope. With the gap up, I'm going to see a little bit of profit taking, but I got a lot of buying pressure. There you go. For anybody who's been looking at that, Leonardo DiCaprio partnered with Volta as well. I didn't see that as a story, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I am telling you that from a technical standpoint, the 3-8 cross on 1028 and hasn't looked back since. Beautiful volume today, and RT is above 1. Man, I got one last thing. The top 12 Wall Street bet stocks. All right, let's take a look at them. The top 12 Wall Street bet stocks. Let's sort them by percent price change. Mara and Riot, of course, you've got... I see that. I'm not ready for that. Okay. I see that crypto's on the move today. Big moves on those. Cleveland Cliffs, AMC, GME. The top 12 stocks looked at a Wall Street bets. The top 12 stocks looked at on the Wall Street bets. GGPI is next. I'm going to write that down. Some of these stocks I need to write down so I can do some GGPI and AQST. I'm going to look at possibly doing another video on AQST. Volta earnings on Wednesday, the 10th after hours. Thank you for that, Gerard. I appreciate that. Go ahead, click it, Joey. So with that, we're good. We went through a lot of stuff today. You want me to do it? Okay, we went through a lot of stuff today. All right, and man, if you felt that this was useful to you, and if you haven't already, hit the like button, folks. And I hope that you shared this across your spectrum of people. It will be here as a video that they can watch later if you want to. Share it. I want people who are interested in knowing what's going on in the market to have an idea of what happened today and how they can use the power of the VectorVest system to help them to make decisions. But I'm almost up to 100. I'm looking to see if we can get up to 100. I'm looking to see if we do, we do. If we don't, it's fine. But we got like 91 likes. I appreciate that. For the amount of people that were in the room, that's a lot of likes compared to the people that was in the room. For all my people who were, that's right, Cassandra, the fourth thingy. When we look at stocks here on midday market update, we're always going to look at the fourth thingy. I don't do that on Trending Thursday. This is going to be special for you guys here on midday market update, is we're going to look at the fourth thingy. All right, I shared it. There's a wild subreddit love X, right? Thank you so much for sharing it on like Reddit and stuff like that. That's amazing. That's awesome. Let people know. That's a big platform for people to know what's going on in the market, right? And if you do that, that's huge for us. That is huge for us. But I invite you guys to share these links all over the place, especially if they want to get good information on what's going on in the market. And we do this live, man. We do this live. I love this. This is a great thing. All right. So with that, I need 16 more likes. Peer pressure, says Kev. Where are we at? 94. It's all right. We got close to 100. I'll take it. We got close to 100. A whole subreddit. Energy says, what did you say, Energy? I shared it on, oh, okay. You love extra. I need 16 more. Hit the like, folks. And 13 more likes. There we go. All right. So with that, folks, remember, support Patrick starting tomorrow for the trading for charity. Do that. All right. That starts tomorrow at 11:30. He's going to do it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Support us both on YouTube on Thursday, where he supports the mobile app, and I do Trending Thursday. And man, this YouTube family is growing, and that's because of you guys. That's because of you guys. All right, Mimi says we got 97. I think I should stay here until we get 100. I should stay here until we get. Listen, do you like the new merch? You like the new merch? If you like the new merch, hit a like button. I'm loving this. I love the pullover. They've got 97. We got 97. It's all right. It's all right. Thank you guys for coming out to support our YouTube channel. We got a lot of great things coming on. Please continue to support it. Support our videos that we put out on a nightly basis. All of that stuff. So until the next time, folks, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.